All right, called out today for a clogged AC drain. Drain location is supposedly underneath of the air conditioner. So we're gonna see. Let's see what we got. We got some nice bowling floors here. Oh, this is already starting off good. I feel like this one's gonna go well. All right, so we got an ironing board here. Gotta get this stuff out of the way. I'm not gonna do much editing though. I'm gonna pretty much just record it how it goes and go from there. Okay, so, well, yeah, see, so we got the pan that's sitting on blocks. So when I put the water heater in, we put it up on some blocks because the way they had it before was everything was flat on the ground.
And it wasn't getting any drain in.
Right. So what would happen is if the drain got clogged, this drain would fill up with water each time. So let me see, let me get down here and see if I can find out exactly where the drain is. All right, so yeah,
right under there, looks like.
All right, so right under that front corner is where our drain is. And I think we have to cut that pipe out in order to get the snake in there, but I can see it's backed up already. I was going to run some water through it, but I think
there's no need.
I don't think there is. I'm going to back it up just a little bit more, but I filled up a whole water bottle to pour in there. All right, let's see here. Yep. See it backing up?
Oh, that's good vision, but yeah.
It's pushing out already.
Well, now it can.
Yeah, so it's pushing out already. Use this very often just because it's kind of small, and the truck is kind of full of stuff today. First job, I kind of took everything in the kitchen sink down too, just because I didn't have to go back to the shop and it was kind of far away. So there's my Milwaukee snake. Everything is contained in there. It's got a 35-foot cable, so it'll do a lot of kitchen drain lines, definitely any kind of bathtub lines, anything like that, no problem. And the cable is 3/8, but it's a small 3/8. They claim it's 3/8. It's pretty small. And works great when it works, but if you get anything more than that 35 feet, you're in real trouble because it's not going to work. And I just recently went and bought the Rigid K400 just to avoid that problem. But I still like this. If there's a place where I can use it, I'd like to use it. Set me up a little stool there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this pipe out of the way, and there ain't a whole lot of room there, no matter which way you cut it. So I may even have to get in there with a bow saw to actually get after it. I don't know. Might have to cut both of these jokers out of the way. I think I might. I was only planning on cutting the one on the bottom. I think actually if I cut this one and get this whole pipe out of my way, it'll make life a lot easier for us here because there ain't but an inch underneath of that furnace to get the snake into. All right, so save that so we don't lose it. And now we'll cut our other suspect. And I guess here I go to get into the drain here. And this is a very tight fit. Okay, cut that now. And we get the pipe out of there. Okay, we got the pipe out of there. All right.
What happened to the gloves with the little rocks on them?
What's that?
What happened to the gloves with the little rocks on them? You don't need them for this?
Oh, I need to get a pair of those actually.
That's only for the big machine.
Yeah, I think I actually just hit it already.
The clog?
Yeah.
Oh. That's an easy fix if so.
Well, we're gonna get it flushed out and everything. We're not gonna feed very much because we know it can't go but so far. If this goes to the sanitary, it can't go no more than 5 feet.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's probably 200. I think we just went through the P-trap. So. Alright, you can see I'm pushing by hand now, so we're in a wide open area. So once you go through the clog, then as you're pulling it back, that's really when you know where the clog is, that's really where you really want to start your cleaning. And that all we did was clear the blockage. We haven't cleaned really anything yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some water to do that.
All you got is a hole punctured in there right now.
Yep, exactly. All right, so I guess we're just gonna have to make a little mess here.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that whole thing came off?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even glued.
Big surprise there.
Well, you told me that. Check all your fitting.
All right. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab a clear hose, and we'll stick the hose down in the drain, or maybe I'll run it off of the water heater drain.
Gotcha.
That might be the way to go. 'Cause then I can just control the water from there.
Yeah.
I don't want to really bring a 25-foot hose in here either, though.
I hear you.
I mean, you got a lot of space here.
Yeah.
But I want to get it cleaned out properly, so I'm gonna go do that. You don't have to worry about that because I'm gonna splice them all together.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So you edit out whatever you want. So now we got our water heater here. Nice convenient location. And I don't know if I can get.
A little bit less than convenient drainage.
It's definitely not a convenient drain location. I don't know if it'll even. It's so bad. All right, we're down in there. All right, so we're gonna start a flow of water here. And
With your water bottle again?
no, we're gonna use the water heater.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I'm gonna start flowing it here. Plumber should come by here and flush out this water heater drain.
Oh, yeah? I think that'd be you.
All right, it's taking full flow. Well, it doesn't do much good. A lot of people ask about draining it and flushing it. And really all you should do is do exactly like we're doing. Hook a hose to it, open it up. If you want to run it through like a t-shirt or something to see how much stuff you're getting out of it.
How much iron
Yeah,
and all that.
you can do that. Get you a white t-shirt.
Ruin it.
Figure out, yeah. You'll figure out how much stuff is coming out of it. I did one in Culpeper not too long ago that was real dirty. I didn't really want to flush it. It hadn't been flushed in 10 years, so.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go slow. And we're gonna let that water clean out all of the gunk. And one of the nice things about this Milwaukee snake is the drum is all concealed.
Yeah.
So you don't have nasty water going all over the place.
And plus it just looks nicer.
And it's actually a higher RPM too.
Yeah.
This is 280 RPMs, where most of your, small or medium-sized snakes, they're only like 160, 170. So you can actually get it cleaner faster. But that cutter bit, if you're able to get it in there, it does a real good job. The other thing about running water is it cleans off all the gunk from your snake.
Yeah. That way it's less cleanup. It's more just a wipe off when you're done.
Yep. All right, now we're right at the end of the line here. So let me cut the water off. All right. And then I'm gonna have to get my hose out here first. Get my hose out of the way. Uh-oh. Free. Alright, so we got that out. And we're all the way back. And we know that line is not very long, so we're not going to spend a lot of time really cleaning it out. But we will take the hose again and maybe let it flush it out for 2 or 3 minutes.
Just make sure it's not backing up again.
Yep. Before we put everything away. Alright. You gotta make sure your hose is down in that drain because it will fly out of there. Good thing for us, we got the furnace sitting on top of it, so
Both a blessing and a curse.
doesn't really matter. So let's see, I put this heater in 2013.
Alright.
It's almost time for another one. There. It was at the top side of the P-trap, like our side, so I didn't hardly even poke it down in there before it was drained out.
Yeah.
Flushed out, so don't have to worry about that for a while.
2 in 1.
And then raise up your whole reel hose here and let the water siphon out. Water siphon out, pull your hose out. I always like to store my hoses put together so they're not dripping dirty water all over the house or in your truck. Now that, I don't know.
You might want to glue that fitting.
All kinds of stuff going on here, dude. I don't know. They didn't glue it before. Alright. Well, first thing is first. We gotta get this one back down in the drain. So I'm gonna glue the coupling onto this.
Is that gonna fit under there?
It should. Alright, so, and these little condensate lines, especially just sitting here on concrete, I'm not gonna worry about primer and all that. It's just a waste, I think. Especially, you can see just how 3/4 of the time you don't even have to glue it and it's watertight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that obviously wasn't glued up there, so.
Alright.
But I guess when you shimmy it around like that, it does come
There
undone.
we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, we're aimed down in the drain. 90 is facing down. Alright. Now, yeah, I'd say we just go ahead and throw a little glue on this. Just to say we tried. Tried harder than the last guy anyway. They put in a whole HVAC system and couldn't bother to make it look a little nicer. Instead of just repiping all the stuff, there's 9,000 couplings in the thing. But I guess I'm no better. See, like this stuff? Just that scaly stuff that gets in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got their shortcuts. It's just you can't take some of them.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Normally, like the way that I got this tied in, I wouldn't have done it like that. But I kind of had to. You don't want to tie a T in like that where you're dropping down through the center. because it can get clogged up. If what you would want to do, if you had to do this again and you had the ability, you'd want the T with the long side standing straight up. So that way the water from the water heater would drop straight down, because when it hits that T, it's going to go both ways. It's not going to go just straight down the line. But these small drains are always a toughie because there's no fall and you're just dealing with the circumstances.
What'd you put under that water heater? Just some cinder block?
Yeah, I think some cinder blocks or some bricks. Alright, get that tightened up. And then we'll probably get hollered at for taking too long to assemble our glue joint, but again, it's an emergency drain line. Alright. And we'll get hollered at for not using primer. Alright, so now, I wonder if that came out of the drain. Piece of gravel.
Looks like asphalt.
Well, no, because I was pushing it down there pretty easy, so it must go to the sanitary, I would think. Alright, so we'll give that a minute to dry.
Okay.
I'll put my glue away, put my gloves back on, and take them off. Alright.
You gonna film an outro for this thing?
I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna do a basically live as it happens kind of thing.
And then just say bye?
Pretty much. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
Alright, cut it there.
Flushing crap out here right now, so we may do a follow-up visit to correct that. I don't carry a lot of 3/4 stuff. You know, I got regular fittings, but I'll need another one of those traps. But we can come over here and get that corrected. Maybe even put a safety switch on it, where it has a little switch. If the line backs up, it'll cut the AC unit off. Alright. I can't tell if that's new water or old water, but there's just not enough room there to really tell. So I'm gonna fill this, you know, once or twice a year. You should pour water down here, because that condensate don't go that fast. It's just a little drip, you know?
Yeah.
And it only runs real hard when the AC's running out. And we're kind of past that real heavy time, I think, for the AC. I can't tell if that's new water or old water. But we're going to end up repiping all that anyway, but I don't have all that stuff. Tell you what, I'm gonna fill this up again. I might get you poured water while I watch that joint.
Alright.
Right down in here.
Yep.
All of it.
Yep. That's just residual. So we will come back and redo all this drain piping, but repiping HVAC drains really ain't my area, so my truck doesn't have a lot of stuff for that. But when I get some downtime, I'll come over here and pipe that in correctly and get rid of all those couplings. I mean, it's okay to have one of those fittings where it's not glued, because you need to be able to clean that trap out, but where that first 90 is, they should have had a T sticking straight up and then the trap. And I mean, I know, I can see they didn't want to block the filter, so that's why they did it that way, but they could have put the T over against the wall pretty easily, but that's kind of a stupid place to put the filter. This is almost like one of those units that's really made to go in a crawl space. It's not, you know, it's sitting right there. So if you imagine it was laid over on its side, well, then the AC drain could go straight down. In this configuration, if you go straight down, you're going to block the filter. So that's why they did it, but we'll come back and get it fixed up the right way. Catch you on the next one.